Here's a quick overview of the Make It Equal activities. There are 4 levels for these activities, but I will only be showing the first 2 on this video. The Make It Equal to 5 and Make It Equal to 10. Each level is sold separately. The other 2 levels will be coming soon. These activities were created to help children understand the equal sign, as well as learn and practice addition and subtraction quantitatively and visually through the use of dot and domino patterns first, and then moving to numerals when they are ready. When you purchase the Make It Equal to 5 packet and the Make It Equal to 10 packet, you will receive a 5-page information and lesson plan sheet, as well as a variety of worksheets and activity pieces. The following overview is for the Make It to Equal to 5 activities, but can be applied to the Make It Equal to 10 activities too. They are very similar. The first lesson introduces subitizing dot patterns using dice and dominoes, as well as flashing images of dots and domino patterns. You can use the dominoes from the 0 to 5 domino sheet with a DocuCam, or use other resources to find dot and domino patterns, such as my 10-frame and dot pattern flashcards at my Flip Flop Math store on Teachers Pay Teachers. These work well for quick subitizing practice of regular dot patterns 0 through 5, as well as combinations of dots to 5. There are a variety of cards in here with the regular dot patterns and irregular dot patterns, up to 5, up to 10. These work well for quick subitizing practice of regular dot patterns 0 through 5, as well as combinations of dots to 5. These subitizing activities can be done daily for quick practice. The next lesson uses the activity sheet, Dots 0 to 5, where students match the dot patterns to the numerals and draw the dot patterns. The next 2 worksheets are Activity Sheet A, which includes a work area and a recording area, and Partner Activity Sheet A. The Partner Activity Sheet A is just the work area where partners can work together or individuals can work on this sheet. There is a sheet with the dominoes 0 through 5 to use with these worksheets. Here's how I have the students cut out the dominoes. First, cut off the edges like this. Then I show the next part. Now cut along the dotted lines and cut each long section apart like this. I have them all do that. Now cut along the dotted lines like this. Do not cut on the dark black lines. You are creating dominoes. There you have the black line in between that you do not cut on. When you are finished, you will have 10 dominoes and 4 small squares with words and a symbol, the equal sign. Be careful not to cut on the black line. Once the dominoes are cut out, students can use activity sheet A and the domino pieces like this. When first introducing this activity, the teacher can choose a domino to place on the left side of the work area and ask students to find that domino and do the same. So I might choose 3 and 1, and we talk about the total is 4. And then I ask students to find another domino that has the same total, that is the same as. So students might choose 2 and 2, and that makes 4. Or students might choose 4 and 0, and that makes 4. We would continue practicing this. I might have kids work with a partner, and students can continue doing this until they are able to do it on their own. When students are ready, introduce the recording area on the worksheet. Students will record their work by drawing the dots and writing the total like this. So this is why students need exposure to the regular dot patterns of how to create them and what they look like, and the subitizing practice with that. 3 and 1. So asking them to put it in the dots in the correct spot. And then writing the total above. And just briefly introducing the equal sign there. 4 equals 4. Are those the same total? Yes. Students can continue to work with the dominoes and activity sheet A as long as needed. When students are ready, the teacher can introduce the words is equal to. We have that on a little piece of paper. And using the equal sign or symbol. When the teacher feels students are ready, the next lesson has the students cut the dominoes apart. So now we're going to cut on that solid line. For management purposes, you might want to have students organize their pieces into sequential piles with all the zeros together, ones together, etc. So we're cutting on the black line now. And putting the same pieces together, and then we'll put them in sequential order. Actually, I better put them up here since I'm going to use the sheet again. So just making it easier to find the pieces. When doing this with the other set, the set up to 10, I usually have the students only keep 2 of each one so there's not so many pieces out there, and to make it more manageable. Now students use the same activity sheet A or partner activity sheet A to make their own combinations. Some students might make a total that is more than 5. We're working on combinations of 5, but if they do, As long as they can find one that is the same as 4 and 2 is 6, they can do that. But mostly they'll be working on combinations up to 5 with this. When students are ready, introduce activity sheet B and partner activity sheet B. Here's activity sheet B. Partner activity sheet B is the same as the work area. But this is great for if you don't want students to record, but you want to do quick practice with it. You can pass these out for partners or individuals. Use the cut apart domino pieces and the word "and" to create equal equations. Do this together with students until they are ready to do it on their own. So now 2 and 3 equal 4 and 1. So you can do this together. And then now the directions say record your work by writing the numerals. So this time, instead of the dots, we're going to write the numerals 2, and then we're going to write the word "and." 3 equal 4 and 1. We're going to make sure we write the total up here. 5 equals 5. So students can work in that way. Then to introduce the plus symbol, do the same activity with activity sheet B, but have students write the plus symbol on the back of both and word cards and model using the plus sign or the plus symbol and recording it. Now the activities will move to numerals 0 through 5 and the formal plus symbol. If you want, okay, so here's the sheet for students to cut out. If you want your students to practice combinations to 10 with dominoes before introducing the numerals, you can collect the domino pieces and hand out the dominoes 0 through 9 sheet from the Make It Equal to 10 packet that is sold separately. You can do the domino activities in the Make It Equal to 10 packet, which are very similar to the activities that have been shown so far. Moving on to the 0 through 5, the teacher will hand out the numeral sheet 0 through 5 with the symbols. Have the students cut these out on the dotted lines and organize them. And using activity sheet B or partner activity sheet B, model making an equal equation using numerals such as 2 plus 3 equals 4 plus 1, and having the students record it on their sheet. Students can also use the minus symbol and work with subtraction, and can even mix subtraction and addition together. This would require prior instruction and practice with subtraction before doing equations like 2 plus 2 equals 5 minus 1. This was just a quick introduction to the Make It Equal activities. The information and lesson plans will give you a more detailed explanation of how to use the materials. To purchase these materials, go to my Flip Flop Math store at Teachers Pay Teachers. I would love to hear from you about how these materials are working in your classroom. Cheers!